Levack and Goz 104.5. The team are joined by Larry Hardesty of 98.7. You hear him all over the Jets coverage. Larry, how shocked were you when Geno Smith was named the starter of the New York Jets?
Oh, that was my initial reaction because it meant that Ryan Fitzpatrick had continued to play so bad that they had to make the move to Geno Smith. Come on, guys, let's be honest. Geno was supposed to be the starting quarterback for this team before he ran into IK and Polly Smith. Mm-hmm. And he was never able to get back onto the field. Okay? During this offseason, we're talking OTAs, we're talking minicamp. Ryan Fitzpatrick wasn't here. Ryan Fitzpatrick was in a holdout trying to get a contract. Geno Smith, listen, the Jets didn't really want to sign him. It was obvious. They didn't want to bring Fitzpatrick back. Eric Decker tried to get him back, Brandon Marshall, everybody in the locker room. Listen, Darrelle Revis on the defensive side of the ball said we needed Ryan Fitzpatrick. Geno Smith did nothing during that time when he got the snaps with the ones to prove that he could bring this team and be the starting quarterback for this team. So forgive me if there's a little apprehension to see him being brought in here now. Having said that, clearly, with Ryan Fitzpatrick having thrown 11 interceptions this year, and you go back to the Buffalo game where he threw 3, that's 14 picks in the last 7 games. You had to make a move.
With all that being said, do you believe this was a Todd Bowles decision, or was this a management decision?
I think it was a Todd Bowles decision. I mean, look, as I mentioned with the stats and him unable to move the football at all against Arizona on national TV, and your defense having played 36 minutes Monday night and then even more the week before, you had to do something to try to spark the offense. It's like, okay, I can't fire the team, so I have to fire the manager. Well, in this case, I can't change the problems with the offensive line because of injuries. I can't get anything else going. I got to change the quarterback. I can get Geno. If Geno gives me a spark going into the bye week, either way, if we figure out where our position is at that time, and coming out of the bye week, if we're 1-8 or the season's over, we come out with Bryce Petty and we start to look to see what's going on with 2017.
You touched on the players in the locker room there that wanted Ryan Fitzpatrick to come back as the Jets quarterback, and now Geno Smith is in that leadership role. He's the guy in the huddle. He's the guy saying, hey, run this, do that. Is there a way, because it seems like he doesn't have it right now, is there any way he can bring that locker room together and he can be viewed as a leader for the New York Jets?
Winning is the best deodorant. Winning cures everything. If they can get some wins, if they can get some momentum going, if he can find a way to spark the offense by using his legs to get first downs and extend plays, look, he does have a better arm, there's no question, and that's the frustrating thing about Geno Smith, guys. He has the arm strength. He can throw the ball all over the field. It's his lack of vision and bad decision-making that causes him to turn the football over. But listen, when the more experienced quarterback has turned the football over 14 times in the last 7 games, well, then you might as well go to the kid who can stretch the field a little bit and see what he can do.
He is a host on ESPN New York 98.7. Larry Hardesty joins us here on Levack and Goz 104.5 The Team and 104.5theteam.com. What's next? You brought up Christian Hackenberg. Are we ever going to see guys like Hackenberg or Bryce Petty start this season? If Geno Smith struggles and it's week 14 or week 15, are we going to see some of those younger guys even get some snaps?
Listen, if he struggled in his 14 to 15, you would have seen him long before then. They have to decide what they have. They have to see whether we're going to have to draft yet another quarterback in this year's draft. So I do think that you'll see Petty, you'll see Hackenberg. I think you have the chance to see both of them if the season goes south after the bye week. But to the veterans in that locker room, Todd Bowles owes them the opportunity in these next couple of weeks with the season, with the schedule slightly easier than it's been. I mean, listen, as bad as they played, it's hard to say that anybody fears them coming in to play them. But you're facing a Baltimore team on Sunday that's got some injuries in the secondary. Not even sure about Joe Flacco. Did not practice on Wednesday with a shoulder injury. So you don't know what you're going to face. It's a little easier. You have Cleveland coming up, and then in a couple of weeks you have the bye week. So that's what Geno has. Okay, guys, Geno has these next games going into the bye to prove, to showcase himself, because remember, this is the last year of his contract. I don't see the Jets bringing him back. So he's got to showcase himself to see what he can do, how he's improved, how he's become more comfortable with Chan Gailey's offense, and then they'll make a decision going forward.
Your home for the New York Jets here in the Capital Region is right here, 104.5. The team, our coverage starts at 12:30 on Sunday. Kickoff set for 1 o'clock as the Baltimore Ravens come to town to take on the Jets. What does give this New York Jets team the best chance to pull off the upset and take down Baltimore this Sunday?
Well, what they're really going to have to do is something they've not been able to do the past couple of weeks, and that's run the football. They've got to have some plays where they get some drives going and do better in the red zone. This team was outstanding in the red zone last year, guys. This year they've been abysmal. It's been total 180 with the red zone. Look, you understand that with Eric Decker gone, there's going to be some adjustments. You understand it's a challenge because a lot of teams will use the tight end in situations. Shane Gilly, not a big fan of the tight end in getting them involved in his offense. So, you need them to extend some plays and keep the defense off the field for a while. Defense had 36 plays. They were on the field for one drive, 36 minutes. I mean, that's a long time to be on the field. Carson Palmer left the game because he said he got cramped up for being on the field too long. You gotta be kidding me. So if they can provide some offense to get some scoring and give their defense a chance to get off the field and then score and put a team where they have to come from behind, now maybe this defense that's been, victimized by the big play can have the opportunity to pressure the passer, make them a bit more one-dimensional and get some stops.
It's a football Friday, so that means when you're a guest here on Levack and Goss, you got to give us a prediction for your final question. Ravens, Jets, who do you have final score?
You're killing me, guys. You are killing me to give you. Okay. I'm going to say, because I think they're due and they're home, and I'm not really sure what's going to happen with the issues in the secondary with Baltimore and how effective Flacco's going to be. And if he has to turn to the run game, up until last week, the Jets have been doing a decent job against the run. I'm going to say 17-13 Jets.
There it is. Larry Hardesty. You can catch him on 98.7 ESPN New York. Larry, thank you so much for the time. Our Jets coverage, 12:30. Our kickoff set for 1 o'clock. Enjoy the weekend if you can, Larry. Take care, man.
I will. Thanks again, guys. Good talking to you.